All right, guys, welcome back to Soai. First of all, Happy New Year. This is my first video filmed this year, and it is such a pleasure to be able to do this yet another year. So we're checking out still 100 Jamaican / Caribbean inspired restaurants here in New York. We are coming somewhat to the end of the series. I know by the summer I should be done doing it. Now today we're going to be checking out this roti spot. Susie hit me up and she said, hey, I've been seeing your series. I'd love for you to come check out our roti shop. And yo, I love a good doubles. And they told me that they're releasing something new, which is a lobster double. I've never had that before, but excited to try that. But before we go there, I'm gonna take you guys to Kingston, Jamaica. So a friend of mine back in Kingston has this amazing condo on Airbnb that I think you guys should definitely book whenever you're taking your first trip back this year. It has everything you need, from air conditioning, Wi-Fi, a pool, a full kitchen, underground parking, washer dryer combo, peace of mind and vibes. Anything you can think about, it's probably there. For me, it's the perfect escape from the New York cold whenever you are back in the island. And if you message them and let them know Soai sent you, you'll get a discount on your first booking. You'll find the Airbnb link in the description box and the pinned comments so you can save them in your Airbnb favorites and book them when you're taking your next trip back home. Man, days like these make you really want to go take another trip out to the island, man. It is cold out today. But like I always say, I really appreciate the changes in the seasons. It really makes you observe time when you're here. All right, so I'm about maybe 5 minutes out, getting to Suzy. So when I get there, I'll show you the space and we're gonna have hopefully a great meal. Okay, I think we found Suzy's, guys. Yeah, nice big bright sign. You guys can see that up there. So we are here. All right, so wow, I see the Trinity flag already. They did say they don't really have much seating on the inside. Mostly outdoor seating out there. So let me see if Suzy's gonna recognize me. Hi.
Yeah, and then on top of that, all your bills.
Bills,
All your
yes.
bills are going on top of that.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah.
Steven.
Yeah.
Hey, nice to meet you guys. How are you?
You look so different in person.
Oh my God, don't tell me I look ugly.
Oh, no, you look more handsome.
Oh my gosh, wow.
More handsome.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Really?
Seriously.
The New Year.
It's probably that. Probably the New Year.
It's been a long time, haven't seen him since last year, right?
First time meeting him in person.
Very good.
Hi, man. My name is Narvin.
Nice to meet you, Narvin. It's a
I'm
pleasure.
her son.
Oh, nice,
Yeah,
nice,
I'm
nice.
the one who actually introduced her to you.
I knew it. It had to be somebody. Had to be somebody.
Nice to meet you, Steven.
So nice to meet you,
My son
Suzy.
is a foodie.
Yeah?
But, you know, he always puts me on to everybody.
Yeah.
But I've been following you along as well.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
All right, so we are outside. This spot is mainly a takeout spot. It's pretty small inside, but when there's good weather and you want to sit outdoors, then there's going to be a little seating out there. So I'm going to show you guys that. Now, like I said before, I like the marketing of this place. I could have seen the sign from really far out. So if you want to check this spot out, just look for the yellow and black sign and of course the Trinity flag. And for those of you who always ask for the address, we are on 907 Church Avenue and that's in Brooklyn. You can find the link for this spot in the description box as well. The Google map pin is super easy. Click it and you'll find your way here. All right, so let's take a look on the outside here. Honestly, it's pretty ample seating, so you could come here. Probably this will hold maybe around like 8 to 10 people. There's the side seatings there, but again, it's going to be really best if you come during the summer months where everything is warm. All right, I'm going to run on the inside. Today the temperature is somewhere like low 30s Fahrenheit. So as we come along inside here, like I said, it's mostly for a pickup spot. It's nice and warm in here, and we are going to be hanging with Suzy. Suzy's going to be showing me some of the ropes of the inside, how she does a couple stuff. Now, Suzy, I like to ask the backstory, like why did you start this restaurant?
So initially, my son is the one that actually wanted to do it because where he worked before, there was a Trinidadian woman with a food truck.
Okay.
And he said her food got sold out so quickly on Wall Street. And he said, Mom, your food tastes so much better. Maybe we can do something.
I figured.
So it took us a while to get to it, but we finally did it. And here we are. Actually, when we came to look at the place, only then I realized that my cousin owned the shop before. And this is a picture of me and my cousin up there. So we actually first met, and I realized that this was supposed to happen because while we were looking for places, we came across this one, and not realizing that my cousin was the one that had
Wow.
the place.
Nice.
So it was like meant to be.
All right, so I'm most excited to check out the back to see how you guys do your stuff.
Okay, so let's go into the kitchen.
Eee.
Welcome to Susie's kitchen.
Wow, it's
So-
a nice kitchen actually.
Yes, thank you.
I like it.
So this is a steam table with all the basic stuff that we have.
Okay.
The veggies. Then we have goat, chicken, potatoes, and oxtail, rice and beans, stewed chicken and beef. On this side we have the main cooking area.
Okay.
So as you can see, we do huge pots
Okay.
all day long. And if you want to take a peek in here, this is some chicken
Wow.
we're doing here.
Nice.
Curry chicken. This one we got some potatoes going on. And
Yes.
we do shrimp by the order, so we're doing a shrimp double
Also,
right
you do like
now.
small batches.
So we do the shrimp in batches. So
Okay.
per order actually, so it's always fresh. And this is a roti station. So
Wow.
we got,
It is the biggest station in the kitchen, obviously, right?
yes, yes, because we do roti all day long.
Okay.
We have the dal puri and then we have the basap shot. So we do the filling of the dough here and then we roll it out here and then we cook on, we call this a tawa. We cook on two at once because since it's limited, we don't have a big
Yeah.
griddle like most people would have to do 3 or 4 at the same time.
That's from Trinidad?
So, yes. Yes, this is called a tawa.
Okay.
Or baking stone in the English way, but in the Indian way it's called a tawa.
Okay.
So that's how we cook the roti and we do this all day long.
Is that ghee over there?
No, it's actually oil.
Oil, okay.
Yeah, we don't use ghee because a lot of people are vegan, vegetarian.
Oh.
They don't use.
Do you find that there's like a change in like the texture, the taste when you use
It is a very big change in the texture if you use ghee. It's much better.
much better? Okay.
It's much more flavorful, but because it's from milk, a lot
Yeah.
of people can't use it, so we just use we use vegetable oil.
Tell me about the oxtail though, because I've never been to Trinidad before. Is that something that is typical in Trinidad, or you guys do it because people ask for it?
It's not a typical thing in Trinidad really, but because it's a big hit
Yeah.
in a Caribbean restaurant actually, it sells really, really well. So we do a lot of oxtail.
Okay.
A lot of oxtail. Trinidad, it's very rare that you would really find oxtail being cooked in a home. But because it's a big hit with the Caribbean restaurants, we do a lot of it.
If you were to get something to eat right now, like from your space, like what dish is it?
If I would have something, I always tell everybody the curry goat is my favorite.
Curry goat.
Curry
okay.
goat, yes, curry goat is my favorite. Everything tastes really good, but my favorite is
Is
the
the curry goat.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I love the setup.
Yes.
And what about your son? Like, what was a dish he liked growing up?
Oh, he's a big fan of pretty much curry chicken. He liked that in the beginning, but then when we did the restaurant, we both created the recipes. I did all the curry, and he did all the beef. So he did the curry stew beef recipe and the oxtail recipe.
Oh, okay.
Now he's a big fan of oxtail too. Yes, yes.
So what would you say, like maybe two dishes transition from your normal recipe, or you're like the regular Caribbean people who start when they cook at home, they don't use recipes?
When I cooked at home, I didn't use recipes, but I did transition because when I came here, everything was like, did we say, you eyeball it?
Yeah.
But I would take everything that I eyeballed and then measure it.
Yes.
And then go into quantities, larger quantities, and this is the way we did the recipes.
Okay.
So we actually created our own recipes, and I mixed my own curry. My son created the recipe for the oxtail and the beef because I didn't partake of beef.
Okay.
So he did all of that. So
Ingredients. Are the ingredients from Trinidad or locally sourced?
we do a lot of the imported stuff from Trinidad. the main seasonings, which is like what we call shadow benny. Some people call here. It's also called culantro, which you can get in the Hispanic stores as well.
Okay.
We do a lot of that, and then we do use a lot of fresh green ingredients we get here.
Okay.
We can resource that anywhere, but like the West Indian ones,
Yeah, the main
we have
stuff.
to get in the Caribbean markets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's a nice little mix of
Everything.
Caribbean and American ingredients.
And how long you guys have been here?
9 years and almost 10
9 years?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Welcome to Susie's.
Thank you. My favorite, the doubles always, and then the
Yes.
roti. Do you guys do like I call it a naked roti, like when it doesn't have any of is it dal puri?
We call the dal puri is this one with the peas inside.
Yeah.
So in Trinidad we call it a basap.
What's up?
Basap, that's the plain one. Is the actual Indian word for it is paratha. But because in Trinidad they make it on a huge tower like this, right?
Okay.
And then they break it up. So they do it in little pieces. So that's the basap is like when you break it up. It means to break it up.
Did it come from anything like? Was it
It's like an Indian. We're like Indian descent.
Yeah.
So it's most of the rotis came from India, but it's like when in the Caribbean they integrated their own stuff into it, and then because it became so popular and people started making it to sell it instead of just it became commercialized.
Yeah.
Instead of people just making the small ones in the house, then it's a big thing in Trinidad now where you can order your rotis from somebody who just specializes in that.
Okay.
And not, we do the doubles really early in the morning, so
Okay.
you wouldn't get to see how we fry the doubles.
Okay.
But in Trinidad, that's why they now call it basap shad because they make it on such a huge
Scale.
baking stone or,
Yeah.
or tower, big ones.
Yeah.
So it has to be broken up. So it became traditional like that in Trinidad.
Is the tawa usually that curved or is over time with the heat?
The heat.
Okay.
It's
Over time.
usually flat. Yes.
Wow.
The heat all day long.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah. So.
I love me a good roti. And what sells here the most?
With doubles off the chart
Yeah.
all day long. The veggie roti is a big hit. We have a veggie roti where we do pumpkin, spinach, chickpeas, potato. That's one of the big hits with curry chicken. We only do boneless chicken. Curry chicken roti and the veggie roti, the biggest hits, the two of them. But we sell a lot of everything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I must admit, y'all kitchen is clean.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bro,
we
I've
try
been-
to keep everything up to scratch. you
Yeah,
know?
it is clean.
Let me just show you down the steps, Stephen. Just come here with me. Let me show you.
Wow.
So here we do our
Prep work.
washing, prepping, and this is our storage area here. As you can see, everything we try to keep everything.
Everything is
Really,
clean.
really good, really
Look at Oxtail.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
We do this much oxtail every day.
I'm super impressed because you guys been open for 9 years, same position, and in here clean. Like, it's
We
crazy.
try to keep it better. You know, improve on everything.
And then can I go back here? Can I look back here?
Yeah, you can look here. We just reach all the way right to that wall there, and then
You guys
That's the end of it.
you guys probably have an A rating easily for.
pretty much.
Yeah, I know that's hard to get in New York.
It's hard to get, but when they come and they see how nice we have everything, of course they check food temperature and all of that
Yeah.
too. But as long as you see something looking like this, at least you know we try to take care.
It's impressive.
We try to take care of everything and keep everything up to standard, health standard, you know.
Wow.
So
That is impressive.
thank you.
How many years has she been doing this? She's expert at it.
She is, let me tell you. She's
Oh
like,
my
yeah.
God, it's like so good at it.
Yeah, she is really, really good. And with the doubles too.
Wow. How long would you say it takes like the average Trini to learn how to make this growing up?
Takes a while.
Takes a while.
Takes a while, yes, because to be an expert like she is, it's hard. It's
not easy.
Even when I'm doing it,
Yeah.
I don't make it like that.
I love your honesty.
It's true, it's true.
Oh my gosh. Wow. And usually for the double, it shouldn't be very thick, right? It should be more very light. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Shrimp.
Oxtail, lobster. Okay. Thank you.
Pork, I don't know whether you want to eat with your fingers.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you so much. Wow. So here we have a trio of doubles. It's my favorite thing from the Trini lineup of food. So we have the lobster, we have the oxtail, and we have the shrimp. Look at that. Nice presentation. We were having a fun little joke in there. You know, a lot of things that they put together here, they're trying to make it accessible to everybody, not just people from Trinidad. So if you come here and you see like the rotis rolled up, it's just to make it a little bit more convenient. So yeah, they offer a knife and fork. If you're not from the islands, you could use this, but you know, people in Trinidad don't get down like that. All right, let's start out with the lobster doubles. Okay, it's nice and neat. I expect nothing less from these people because everybody in there, they are like machines. Everybody is just focused, doing their job really well. It's an absolute gift to see. Oh, damn. I don't want it to spill, but I don't know if you guys can see that. There, you could see the little red thing in there. That is the lobster. It's nice, hot, steaming. I'm also learning that the double shouldn't be too thick. It should be like a really light fry, and they definitely have that on this. You could see it from the way that they prepare it. The seasoning on this, I just tasted on my finger. It's intense. Let me take out a bit of that lobster that I bit into. That's your lobster meat right there. Put that back in. Guys, the peas give it that nice light sweetness from all that protein. The sauce is delicious. The heat level from the pepper is perfect. Oh my God. I should be pacing myself because I have a lot of food to go through. This lobster roti is a must try. I don't know how much for this. I forgot to mention that. Everything is on the house today. So I think price does affect the way people view food. The more expensive something is, they expect a higher quality. But the lobster doesn't taste like it's like frozen or dried out or whatever. There's a nice cook on it. For me, I like my lobster a little bit more tender, but if you're an OG Caribbean person, you're definitely gonna prefer your lobster done this way. And for a lobster double, I would say I got just the right amount of lobster in there. Oh my God. But for the portion, I would say I felt like I got maybe like half of a small lobster tail in a double. And I think that's sufficient. Like, that was delicious. All right, we're gonna jump right into the oxtail. If you look at that bag there, you see that it's oozing. It's oozing with that gravy on the inside. Man, what I love about a double, it's really versatile. The toppings are generally the same. The beans, the chickpeas, the sauce, tamarind sauce, the peppers, whatever you wanna add on it, and then your favorite meat kind. So if you like oxtail, then go with the oxtail double. If you're a shrimp person, yeah. If I'm to be honest, my favorite double is just a plain old double. I'll take a plain old double. It's usually a lot more affordable. It gives you everything with the meat or without the meat. For me, a double by itself without any toppings, no meat whatsoever, is perfectly fine. But if you want to take it a little bit higher, you add your favorite. All right, let's bite into this. So the oxtail is definitely bone in. Bone in oxtail. Nicely flavored. This is just as good. Same good old doubles taste, just with your favorite topping. This is good. A lot messier because of the oxtail gravy. But the oxtail gravy, that beefy, fatty type gravy, is just what makes oxtail just so profound. Wow. And inside I got 2 pieces of oxtail, bone in. And then that oxtail gravy. You know the oxtail gravy usually comes with some extra bits and pieces. Man, which one is better? So I know a couple people when they come to a restaurant, they want to get their grandma's cooking. Unfortunately, this is not your grandma's restaurant. What you're going to get from this spot is going to be good, clean food. It's going to be at a good mom and pop shop restaurant quality. For me, the oxtail is delicious. Would I say it's the best oxtail I've ever had in my life? Of course not. I've had better oxtails. But on this double, for what they do for their recipes, it is delicious. I have no faults with it. I can't pick anything apart where I say I would change. An amazing double. All right, now we're gonna check out the shrimp. I don't think it's not gonna be much different. I'm just really checking to see how well they do with the shrimp. If it's overcooked, is it rubbery, is it tough, and how much shrimp do you get? So I pulled this one apart for you guys. I see 2 pieces of shrimp, as in 2 whole shrimp. Seems like it's like, I would say a medium-sized shrimp. I think 2 is fair. Let's slap the top on, turn it from a single to a double. Let's get right to shrimp side first. Excellent cook on the shrimp. Okay, so which one was my favorite? It is going to be the lobster. The lobster was really nice to try on a double. Each of them had the same flavor profile, texture, because it's the same toppings. The second place was going to be easily the oxtail. The oxtail was really good. The only downfall is a little bit more saucier than the others, so if you're not in for a mess, then maybe not, but the gravy on it was good. It hit everything that I would want from an oxtail on top of my double. And then third place, unfortunately, I'm gonna put the shrimp. Reason behind that, I think the toppings kind of outshun the shrimp, so you can feel the shrimp, but you're not necessarily tasting the shrimp. It was cooked properly, it wasn't rubbery, it wasn't tough. I just wasn't really tasting much of the shrimp. So probably if it had like maybe like something more shrimpy that you could add to the topping to kind of switch it up from the other doubles, then I could say yes. So either way, the lobster is a must try for me. Okay, so they offered me some sorrel, and sorrel is one of my favorite drinks because it is so unique. It's kind of not as unique as I thought, because I went to Mexico, they call it Jamaica juice. I've tried it in other cultures. I thought it was like only a Jamaican thing, but it's apparently also a Trinidad thing. So we're gonna try this, and let's make this clear. It's not gonna be better than my aunt's sorrel. And it's not because, I tell people all the time, like, my opinion on someone's restaurant or food is not the pinnacle of all opinions. What might be my experience and my truth could be someone else's false. But you guys are always free to come check out these restaurants, and I promise you, if I say something is good, it's not gonna be far off from that, unless your truth is my false. All right, let's go. It's sorrel. You can definitely see that it's rich just from the darkness of the reds there. So they didn't cheap out on the ingredients. But what I'm accustomed to for Jamaica, this is not a Jamaican spot, but my taste buds for a Jamaican sorrel, it's gotta have ginger. And I'm not tasting an ounce of ginger in there. And usually a little toops of rum. Yo, the rum just really furthers and deepens the flavor of the sorrel. And I'm also tasting a slight tinge of another spice. I don't know if it's pimento. It doesn't really taste like pimento to me. There's something else that's in there. Maybe it might be cloves. I'm not too sure. But as a sorrel drink, it's nice. If you're a Jamaican and you want our Jamaican, it's okay. But I would assume that this is how they do it in Trini. And it tastes good. Thank you. Okay. You didn't do it rolled up? Not this time?
It has a bones.
Oh, okay, so you did different this time. Okay, no problem.
Because of the bones, it can be rolled.
Okay, thank you.
The bonus.
Ooh. So, like I mentioned before, if you come and you get the chicken, which they don't do bone in for the chicken, they will serve you rolled up. If you're from Trinidad, please just understand why they do it. It just makes it a lot more convenient for you to carry and to eat. And trust me, I've eaten a fair share of rotis on the roadside, and I know it can get messy. All right, let's dig into this. Oh my God, look at this baby. Look at this baby, pretty baby. Oh, yo, they all make their rotis so big. Just, bro, there's nothing like opening a fresh roti. So this is a curry roti. There is bones in it, so it can get crazy, but oh, smells good. I told him I call it a naked roti. They call it a bus up, where there's no chickpea in there or nothing, just plain old roti. I prefer it that way, so if you want it like that, do ask them that way. But if you want the peas in it, let them know. I never planned to start filming this early this year, but when I heard roti and doubles, I had to, bro. Look at this. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm just gonna give you guys a quick little sneak peek in. Ooh. 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 Look at that. Yes, there is a God. Wow. All right, I'm gonna get my hands messy really quick. All right, so there we got the goat. Wow. I need you guys to drop in the comments, who do you think makes the best curry goat? I'm gonna bite into this smartly. You know what? I'm not even gonna bite into it like that. I'm just gonna eat with my hands here. Yo, y'all tell me if I'm doing it right. I'm gonna open it halfway. I don't want it to get really cold. Open it halfway like this. Am I doing it good? And what we are gonna do is gonna from pieces. We're gonna eat her inside out, baby. All right, let's go. This part, hallelujah. Guys. Wow. I don't know, instinctively, after eating roti on the street spot for so long, I think this is the best way to have it. I don't know. Sop up some gravy with that, get a piece of that goat meat there. That's what we look like. Solid. You got nice chunks of potato. Thank you. I would say too much meat for the amount of roti you get. You probably could order this and order another layer of roti and do a split. Because if you could eat all of this by yourself in one go, I'm sorry, you're greedy. I think if I were to nitpick, I find, and I'm not a roti connoisseur per se, but I find that some parts of the roti was a little bit harder than I would like. It could be because outside is freezing temperatures. It's mad cold out here. Hi. But nonetheless, delicious. Really good. And I have a common notice is that I find like most of the Trinidadian spots tend to be super consistent. It's not, you don't really find one where I'm like, oh my God, like this is like mad the best, or, you know? The goat meat is tender. It's not soft and mushy. Tender. Maintains a decent amount of gaminess, and the seasonings are good. I probably would want like a little dash of like tamarind sauce or something, that nice spicy tamarind sauce that you guys do. I absolutely love that. I don't know, did I get this right? I feel like instinctively that's like the best way to eat this thing, to like pull it apart, grab bits, and when you're full, you just wrap it up. This is by far the cleanest I've ever eaten a roti. So I'm gonna say this, and I don't wanna come off as rude, because I'm a very straightforward person. I see a lot of the times people come on the videos and they look at prices and they complain. They say, oh, it's too expensive, and it's this and it's that and it's devil knows what. And I get it. Some of the places I might not have to pay for, and a lot of them I do pay for. There's information a lot of you guys may not be privileged to. I talk to a lot of these restaurant owners, and what's happening right now in New York is that there is a thing called gentrification. What is gentrification? It's when it's almost like a mass exodus of the black people in the community, right? Because there's, you know, the Caucasians come in and people from other ethnicities, they come in, they start buying up the places. And what happens is the rent for some of these establishments that you complain about the prices, it goes all the way up. And what happens when the rent goes up, they have a choice. They can either stop producing the foods that you guys love so much and leave, like a lot of them have, or they can up the price so that they can afford to pay for their rent. So when you go to these establishments and you complain and you bash them and you knock them down and you say a bunch of different stuff, come with the understanding and the facts. Now I get it. If you go to a spot and the food tastes horrible, it's clear as day. Don't support the business. But if you love that current roll, you love that roti, you love that patty, and the price goes up, please understand that this could be one of the reasons why that's happening. They usually have a current roll, which they said is really good. They got it from a bakery from Canarsie. They were top seller. Gentrification happened, prices went up on the rent. The business had to shut down. So please, think about it before you start talking. Wow. So here I have what they call a Bacchanal. If you don't know what a Bacchanal is, that's like an event where a lot of people come together and everybody mix up, I'm trying to accent it. I don't think it's working out. Anyway, so this is the Bacchanal. It has like, it's like a sampler plate. So if you come here and you want to try every single thing, you can get a Bacchanal. You get a bit of all of their proteins, and well, not all of their proteins, because you don't get the shrimp and you don't get lobster, but you get the idea. And then you're gonna have your bus-up shot. That is what I call a naked roti. So no chana inside, none of that. But before we dig in, there's something I have to note. I really like talking with these owners. They are really, really, really sweet people. You could tell from the way that they treat their staff, the way how the staff put everything into play, and how they keep behind their clean. Honestly, if your staff doesn't feel happy, you don't get the best production out of them. And I'm trying to put a couple like behind the scenes like conversations that I have, because I do care about how you guys feel when you go to every single restaurant. If I could give them any input or feedback, I'll let them know. So I might have popped in a part where we were talking about just the sorrel, where I wasn't tasting any of that ginger. Now, I don't know how they do it in Trinidad, and I'm not talking about tasting the ginger where you feel that harshness at the back end of drinking it. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the front end on your tongue where you could feel that slight bit of ginger. I wasn't feeling that, and they were just really open to like get the feedback and like, all right, we'll talk to the staff so that they could make the adjustments. Because sometimes people just kind of miss a step. Anyway, all right, bring this closer so you guys can see. You can see? Okay, perfect. Okay, so obviously this is oxtail, this is beef, this is curry goat, this is curry chicken, this is spinach, this is pumpkin, and this is chana. Yo, I deserve a medal. A lot of times when I'm doing these videos, people can get so critical of me. Like if I say, if I make a mistake, they come at you like, yo, that's not pumpkin, or it's crazy, but I enjoy what I do. I get to meet some really good people out there, and most importantly, try some really good food. All right, before I even get into that, I know what that tastes like. Let's go into the pumpkin. Tastes like pumpkin. That's all I can say. I'm not usually a fan of the pumpkin in my roti or anything like that, or my doubles. I prefer it without, but it tastes like a pretty good cooked down pumpkin. That's another thing for Caribbean people here. When you go in the store, it's not called pumpkin, it's called a kombucha. It's called something, but that's our version of pumpkin over here. It's crazy. Trying the chana right now. Chana is one of my favorite things. I just love it. All right, let's try the beef. The beef has a very interesting taste. I've never had beef like this before. It's really gonna be up to personal preference. Really soft. It almost tastes like a slight sweet and sour type flavor. I'm not necessarily a fan of it, and that's primarily because I don't normally have beef that way, so it's more of a cultural thing for me, and not really because it tastes bad. It's just really different for me. The oxtail, I already know what that's like. Fits my palate very well. I prefer oxtail to be more on the sweeter end. If you've been watching my videos forever, you know I say that all the time. Curry goat, cooked properly. I am a Jamaican, so I'm gonna always give the Jamaicans that little notch of, I don't know, something about when we do a curry goat is just really good, but this is definitely not far from it. I don't know if it's a better pack. Let's jump right into the chicken. You can definitely taste the Trini spices. They are different. Definitely very aromatic. The flavors are very robust. Let's go for the spinach here. I would say, I don't know if it should be this tender. I usually, when I have my greens, I like to have just a little bit more of a bite to it. Cooked really tender. Both these things are not my favorite to put on any of the Trini dishes. I don't put pumpkin on there or the spinach, but this is an option because there are people that come in and they order like vegan takeout. So this works really well for them. Favorite thing on the plate. It's gonna be a fight between the oxtail and the goat. And because I just synonymously feel that Trini is more like a curry state, I'm gonna go with the goat. All right, now to add it with a bit of the bus-up shot. This is what it looks like. I appreciate everybody's food culture and the ways that they produce food. You know, if you can explain to me why, then it's all fair game. So I was saying with the bus-up shot, because usually when I see a bus-up shot, a lot of us learn from, Instagram and social media, it's like they beat it and it's broken apart. But this one, I don't see that. And for those who don't speak Caribbean or that lingua, bus-up shot, it just means your shirt is torn apart. So with the bus-up shot, it would have more of like these breaks. So it looked like a very torn shirt. And you could take bit by bit and just grab some things. So I'm gonna do some of the potatoes there. I was also feeling the texture of this roti, and it doesn't have the hard spots that I mentioned in the last one, so that could have been a slight mistake. This one here has a nice texture, nice and warm. Piece of that roti. I am gonna try with the beef though, and some of these sauces. I know that this one is definitely tamarind. I would assume that this is shadow benny, not sure. And that's hot sauce. So for the beef, I don't think the tamarind sauce is not gonna be good with it because it already has that little tangy type flavor. So I'm gonna try this assumed shadow benny here. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the beef. Personal preference. The oxtail is not normal in the culture, but for me, it is very much welcomed. Really welcomed. Look at that. Oh, how could I forget the red solo? It is considered culturally disrespectful if you go to a Trini shop and you don't get yourself a red solo. So if you don't know, now you know. Get a solo. Yo, them need to give me a sponsorship, bro. Look at that. It's essentially red cola champagne, but I absolutely love it. My God, this is me. Oh wow, I could eat for a week. Remind me, this is John, right?
Norvin.
Thank
Steven,
you for
man.
inviting
Of course,
me, bro.
Man. I appreciate it, man.
And Miss Susie,
Yes.
thank you
It was
for
lovely meeting you, Mr.
putting
Handsome.
this. Thank you so much. All right, guys. I hope the video goes really well.
Man, I love your videos, dude. You
I
do
appreciate
an
it.
amazing job in
Thank you.
capturing everything. It's really good, so that's why I wanted you to come.
Thank you.
For coming.
I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate that. And that kitchen is the best. Like, yeah, of course. It will be there. All right, guys. Have a good one. Happy New Year.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I get a picture with you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, come in front of us.
Sorry.
I said, and I hold the bags. Oh, you want to put the bags over there? Oh no, you carry the bags. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, bro. Have a good one.
All right, take care.
You too. All right, guys. So I am going to end this video here. I hope you guys appreciate some of the first person view, some of those stuff people don't know I'm recording or not. So yeah, I hope that adds a little bit to the video so you guys can see what my real experience is. Shout out to them. I think they were just really a good family. And like I said before, you see it all the way down through the staff. Everything was just really good today, and I appreciate them for inviting me out. Tomorrow could be one of the more special days of my life. So I'm just rushing to get home right now, eat this food, and just prepare for the next coming days. But until I make a next video, I'll see you guys on the next one. Remember, eat things, love nature, adaptation. My hands are full. But always remember, keep a link.